Hey, you guys, this is Dee here with Mentoring, Marketing, and Making a Difference with Dee Lockett. I have something super cool for you guys today. So, I always come up with and I always have marketing and putting the verses of scripture of the Bible together. I love doing that. It connects two things that I love so much, which is marketing and the Lord. And so I've been reading the scriptures, 2 Corinthians 9 and 10, for probably over a year now. And all of a sudden, somebody asked me a question. And they were like, they phrased it as a statement, but a question. You know how people do that. So it was like, I don't have money for marketing, do I? I'm a small business. And I was like, yes, you do. And this verse of scripture came to me. I'm going to show you this, guys. This is so awesome. I think this is a game changer when you think about this. I'm going to read 2 Corinthians 9 and 10 in the Amplified first. And then I'm going to tell you guys where I found it in another translation that I had never read before. So we're going to read the Amplified. Now he who provides seed for the sower and bread for food will provide and multiply your seed for sowing, that is, your resources, and increase the harvest of your righteousness, which shows itself in active goodness, kindness, and love. Okay, so that's the Amplified, which is probably now we're going to talk about the Bible app. I'll put a link if you don't have it. I'll put a link in the description, but check this out. This is called the Weymouth, Weymouth, New Testament version. It says, and God who continually supplies seed for the sower and bread for eating will supply you with seed and multiply it, and will cause your almsgiving, your charitable giving, to yield a plentiful harvest. I've got to read that to you again because I'm going to explain something to you. And God who continually supplies seed for the sower and bread for eating will supply you with seed and multiply it, and will cause your almsgiving to yield a plentiful harvest. Listen, so I found this particular version at Biblehub.com, and I'll link Biblehub in the description as well. But let me tell you, let's go back and break this down really quick. Somebody asked me, so the question was, do I have, in a roundabout way, do I have money for marketing? I'm a small business. I don't have money for marketing. Yes, you do. Every time, and God who continually supplies seed for the sower and bread for eating. Let me tell you something. Every time a client pays you, there is marketing in that. There's taxes in that. Right? I believe in tithing. So every time I get money, I put money aside for tithing and charitable giving. It might be, I'm a longtime supporter of Charity Water. If you don't know about Charity Water, it's a fantastic church organization that's focused on water. And the backstory is amazing. The team over there is amazing. But listen, I set money aside first to give back to my church, to make sure that my church is still operating and functioning so that people can come in and have their needs met. I give to organizations like Charity Water. I give to missions organizations, things that I care about. And I also realized that if I make $1, that dollar has money for marketing inside of that dollar. And when I thought of that, that means that every time you make money, God has put money inside of that, whatever you get, for you to set aside, put back in your business. Guess what that whatever that portion is, I think the Small Business Administration is saying 12 to 18% for service-based businesses. Even if you said, I'm going to take 10% or I'm going to take 9% or what, there is money. That's the recommendation from the SBA. But if you know that, hey, I have bills to pay, I have other things happening in my life that I don't have a large marketing budget, you get to decide how much of that dollar, that $10, that $5, that $100, that $1,000, that $2,000, you get to decide what percentage that is. And guess what? You can start at 1% and always increase. Companies and platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all these platforms, Pinterest, if you're creative in any kind of way, Pinterest is wonderful. But all of these platforms have advertising opportunities. You can advertise on their platform. And I'll get into doing some more I'll do some videos on, your target audience, because when you have a small percentage that you can take out of your revenue to allocate towards marketing, you have to be extremely, and I say extremely targeted where you're going to spend those dollars, right? So we want to go back and say, the great thing about what we read today is simply this. You taking money out of your revenue and putting towards your advertising marketing budget, right? So you can advertise and run a billboard or postcards or whatever, but also allocate that you're taking money out and you're going to sow back into your business. How are you going to do that? You're going to simply do that by taking a percentage of your revenue and using that money to put it towards your marketing, advertising, promotional budget, right? I would also say to you this, and I'm going to give you a tip, and this one I'm probably going to do more on. So I'll be on the lookout for me doing more on this. How do you allocate? How do you develop a marketing budget out of your business when you apparently don't have anything? You always have something to market your business with. But I would also say it's a great idea as well, if you have done some of the other things that I've suggested, and you have written down a list of things that you want to accomplish with your marketing, there's nothing wrong with having a savings set aside for marketing. So if I want to do postcards and I really don't have any money, but every time I get a client, I set money aside to put towards my direct marketing campaign, or I want to do a Facebook ad on a specific project for a week, but I know that the Facebook is suggesting that I spend, $15 a day, and I want to do this for a week, then multiply that 15 times 7, and you get that number, whatever that is, and then every time you get a client or every time you do a service, you set part of whatever your designated percentage is, you set that aside until you can reach that money, that goal, savings goal, so then you can run your Facebook ad. Now, I suggest in the meantime, and we'll talk about this in another scripture at another time, but I believe that faith without works is dead. And I think in situations like this, you have an awesome opportunity to put your faith to work simply by go ahead and having the ads designed. There's nothing stopping you from having the ad designed. If the money is not there, put your faith to work so you can bring those resources to you quicker, faster, because you're preparing. You've already got those Facebook ads ready. You've already got your copy ready. Can you imagine how quickly God can move on your behalf in your marketing for your business simply by you already having your ads ready, even if the money is not there? So we're going to talk about that some more. But I wanted to say to you, a marketing budget, God was so gracious that when he gave you an idea for your business, he knew you were going to need marketing. Even the IRS has a line item for advertising. So God gave a seed to the sower and bread for food. And he supplies and multiplies your seed sown and increases the fruits of your righteousness. And so just know that you're never without what you need to grow your company, not from a marketing standpoint. Just like your charitable giving is in your resources, just like your support of your local church is in that allocation of money for your business, your revenues, right? Your revenue has the marketing budget in it. Your taxes are in there. So it's not a matter of, do I have a marketing budget? It's identifying how much percentage are you going to take out and allocate towards your marketing, because you get to do that. But that is your seed to sow back into the business so that it can produce more for you. Okay? This is Dee Lockett with Mentoring, Marketing, and Making a Difference. I will talk to you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.